The champ.
What is up?
You look a lot smaller on this. You look a lot smaller in the camera.
Oh, really?
It's tiny.
Oh, wow. I like that camera, though, man.
Yeah,
It
it's
showed
nice.
really good when I saw the video.
Yeah. It turned out great.
I wish we went on these big old cameras.
I love this. It's small.
Yeah,
Hunter's here. He's posing at Jay Show this weekend.
Anyways, Mike.
Let's cut down the
Thank you. Like I said, I judged the Olympia, I judged the Arnold. I've been around since '82. I've seen everyone, including my man Milos over here and the rest of the crew. What I'm going to do right now is just, before we get into posing, I'm just going to open up the questions to see what you guys want to hear. So if anybody has a question, feel free to raise your hand and let it fly, whatever it is.
Are you going to be taking every single one of us to poses?
Sure, if we have time, we'll do it 2 or 3 at a time. If not, we'll do it singly.
All right, guys. This is a unique opportunity. This is Steve Weinberger, as he says, since 1982. He is in business. He's been judging probably thousands of shows, right? Yeah, a lot. I mean, he has seen everyone, and don't hold back. And then, next week, tell me, hey, I didn't ask Steve something. Steve is here right now, and he's, as you said, any questions, you can take anybody to posing. But I would also like to touch the judging criteria. I've been asking if it's okay for open division, for classic physique, for men's physique. So we have a head judge, experts here, so you can point out a little bit of a judging criteria for open, classic, and then men's.
The back what body part wins the show?
Honestly, a lot of shows all run from the back. But a lot of times you'll see I'll call 4 turns, and then I'll call compulsories, and then I'll call it like 3 or 4 times, because it's so close and I'm waiting for one guy to come up and one guy to drop. You know what I mean? A lot of guys during posing, that's why posing is so important. You could win or lose a show by posing. That's why posing for 45 minutes every day before a show is so important. Because a lot of guys pose and come alive, and a lot of guys pose and get nervous and start holding water and fall apart. And that's very important.
So next question, that water and body, do you have like a ideal body fat percentage you see?
It's different on each individual. Some guys will look great at 7 and some guys go down to 3.
Correct.
How bad is shaking to you? Like if I'm holding the front of the bicep.
Honestly, it's not the greatest thing in the world.
Yeah.
You're better off not posing as some guys squeeze so hard. If you just squeeze a little bit, you look in the mirror, you're going to see the same muscle. It's not going to look any better by squeezing harder. So all you're doing is wasting your energy.
And then moving forward, let's say
I would want to jump on that one. Certain muscle you can squeeze like a maniac, like most muscular chest is, you're gonna get more details. But as Steve told you, like probably biceps, doesn't matter if you just lift it up, squeeze 10%, 20%, 50%. It does not make a difference. So you should see like, okay, a quadricep, right? You can get those feathers, Jay Cutler's thumb, right? When you hit it, there's a difference if you squeeze 100% or not. But in each pose, and I'm sure that Steve is going to go, front out biceps, what their judges are looking for. V-taper, big biceps, lats out, small waist, sweeping thighs. How you get there? Some people just lift the arms. I swear to God, I've seen the guys that they lift and they don't even squeeze the biceps. They just lift the arms. Well, you have to. Is biceps peaked above the shoulder or not? Are lats, pulled out all the way? Is vacuum or waist in? Are you positioning your quads correctly? And then the level of contraction that you need to squeeze. Back, triceps can be super striated, right? You've seen there's Dorian Yates right there with Lee Haney, and this is 91 when Lee Haney beat him. Still, in this 91 Olympia, Dorian Yates beat him in muscularity round, if you remember. Yeah. 1993, I asked Steve in one of our trips. Dorian Yates 93 or Lee Haney 91? Because I think that Lee Haney 91 was, this
That was
was
the best.
watching. Huh?
Lee Haney's best was 91.
91, yes. And if you heard Steve talking, he says the best physique, and if he would take anybody's physique, he says he would take Lee Haney's 91.
Yes.
Correct? But when I ask you who's going to win 91 Lee or 93 Dorian, you said Dorian would win. It was unhuman mass. And I'm going to tell you, I'm a shape guy, right? So you think that I would go for a shape. It's impossible to deny somebody like Dorian that every mandatory pose was perfect. Width was there, V-taper was there, enough muscle mass was there, and just, not enough muscle mass, more muscle mass than anybody else. Flex Wheeler, Sean Ray, when we see 93, they were second and third. I love their physiques. All day long, they win for me. But then when I judge the show, I said, oh shit, Dorian is winner. So it's not just as Steve said, and Jim Rohn said that before, shape alone doesn't win. Combination of everything wins. And a combination of size and shape and conditioning and presentation. Some people have it, but they don't show it. It's not what you have, it is what you show. So you have to become a master of that. And that's why we are here, right? For example, you're gonna hit the frontal biceps, you have a creature of habit, and you did the frontal biceps always the same way. And now Steve is gonna tell you just tweak around something, and then all of a sudden you look like, damn, I didn't see that. Well, hopefully some of you guys are gonna have a chance to be guided by the master. I've seen what he did with Andrew Jack. We were at Dragon's Lair, and first time you've seen Andrew Jack, you've never seen him before.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, and he was, but then just a little bit corrections, back down biceps, the way Steve said it, raise your chest, do this and that. It's night and day difference. So I would like to encourage you guys, not girls, because this is not for girls, even though the bodybuilding girls could learn from this. Take notes. Okay, here is the best judge in the history of IBB, right here. The man that judged most shows in history. That's also correct. And nobody comes close. So make sure that you ask every little question. So there's just like two guys that are asking, and everybody else is quiet. Don't be quiet.
Question, I hear everyone talks about striations. What about vascularity?
Vascularity, veins look good, but sometimes they get in the way. They're not, you don't train for veins, you train for striations. And you don't need that many striations. You don't want to come in like a scarecrow, you want to come in full. Some guys will just diet away all their muscle to worry about striations. Striations are great, veins mean nothing. Half the judges can't even see them from stage, honestly.
Back double bicep pulls.
We should have just had a two-man seminar. You guys are very quiet.
And if I'm becoming annoying, just let me know.
No, you're not annoying.
Okay, all right.
You're probably asking what they want to ask.
Right. Okay, so the back double bicep pulls. All right, so there's a lot of back and forth on don't lean back. You don't need to lean back.
You don't need to lean back. Once again, it depends on the body, but usually, you stand up. Show me how you hit it. Go ahead.
Let's go. Shirt off and all that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, there you go.
You should think they're ready.
Well, I'm not conditioned, so. But I got the pulse trunks and all. You're ready. He's ready.
He was ready.
All right, which way?
Just turn around so I can see it. You don't do it right here so everybody can see it.
Yeah.
Just kind of like stand right here.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right, that's good. Now take your arms and drop them a little bit. And now pec deck. When I say pec deck, I mean put your elbows forward. See now by just dropping your arms and putting your elbows forward, how your lats are gonna pop. You see the difference?
Yeah.
And your height is perfect. Like when you lay back, you can't see everything.
No.
When you're right here, you can see everything. But you see how when you drop your arms and you pec deck? Pec deck. Feel your lats pop. See the lats pop right out? Two little things, that's all you need to do. See it?
That's it.
Feel it?
Yep.
chest. Did you notice anything?
I mean, and see, that's exactly what you did with Andrew Jack.
Right.
He was leaning, at Arnold Classic, he was leaning way too much. And, you know,
And
so,
it takes away from you. We can't do
so,
anything.
and I learned this from Steve, where he was saying, okay, stand upright, right? And then, okay, hit the pose. Okay. So first, you know, from bottom up, calves have to be there, hamstring glutes tight, and you can externally rotate the knee and tighten up that. Then can
And
you flex?
your left leg should be ducked the other way too, to the left.
Yeah.
Right there.
So you
So
see the sweep of the thigh.
yeah, if it's 45-degree angle,
No good.
okay.
A little more.
Yeah.
No, like this.
So
Like
what,
this.
what you're trying to do with this
Wanna see
is
the
show
sweep
the
of the thigh.
lateralis.
Oh.
Okay.
This way you can see
Yeah.
the sweep
So
of the thigh
look,
from
if
the
you're
back.
if you're here, more, if you're here, there's nothing here. If you turn around, it's
See the difference?
Yeah.
Very important.
And does
Do you guys see this?
Yeah. So what some people are doing, they put the leg way back. Like I don't like that.
You lose the strength of your hamstring by doing that.
Okay.
The meat of your hamstring, you can't flex it because when you stretch it out, you can't.
It disappears.
Here, you
Okay, can you
flex
squeeze the hamstring?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's right there.
like a
Okay.
standing leg curl. Still
Yeah,
standing leg
exactly.
curl.
Relax. Okay. Now try the standing leg curl, as Steve said. Curl me up.
You can't.
Yeah.
We'll go all the way back. You need to go back further to do that.
Yeah. Okay. But this is how you connect here. Okay. Now, as he was saying, lat. Can you relax the lat? Flex. Relax. You know. So some of the cues when you guys are doing this, try to when you look at the in a double mirror, flex, relax, flex, relax. You know, a lot of people don't actually feel the lat. So relax it, then pop. Okay, same thing. We're going to do this with the leg, right? Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Flex, relax, flex, relax. Because somebody is just squeezing too much and nothing is happening. Okay, so hit it one more time. There's
Down a little bit with your arms. And now pec deck. Pec deck a little more. Chest up a little bit. There you go. See the difference?
Yes.
And then I wanted to ask about the front one, because I've noticed a lot of bodybuilders do different.
There's not much difference between a front back double bicep and a front double bicep. There's not.
Turn around.
The way
Do
you
it from the
stand,
back.
so is it best to do it, because I've noticed Breon does, because he comes from Classic, does the front one and the way. you
Some
stand.
guys look. It depends on the body.
Exactly how they stand.
Some guys look like Victor Martinez hits the front double bicep and then turns. It looks great on him. Some guys that won't. You know, everybody's body is different. You've got to pose to your body.
Okay, do the front of the leg.
Wish you were a little better shape.
It's just holding a bit of water.
Honestly, this is his shape. If he was in better shape, you could see he has good shape. But if he was in better condition, he would look really good.
Okay, here, I'm going to hit the pose. I'm going to use this opportunity because Steve is here.
Do you need water?
Yeah,
Back in condition.
So, for me, I was saying, in the front of the biceps, you want to have a pop the lats. Lee Haney would pop the lats like crazy. I've seen some people lift it and they don't know how to pop the lats. So you want to lats out, waist in, and now as far as arms, I know that sometimes you put, for me, if you lift biceps above the shoulder, it creates an illusion of a bigger arm and bigger peak and all that stuff.
But
You
also,
like
you
this?
do that, no,
But
you got to be careful because you lose the lats.
gotta be careful, of course. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Legs.
Always from the ground up. Always from the ground up.
Yeah.
And then the abductors, you want them to touch, right?
Where you are right now is perfect.
Okay.
It's perfect. But go ahead, do what Milo said.
Okay.
Okay, pick your arms up where the peak is, okay? But now keep your arms like that, where the peak is, but drop your elbows. And now pec deck. Try to play with it that way. This way you still get a peak, but you don't lose your lats.
This hurts a whole lot more too.
Posing
Yeah.
doesn't feel good. Posing, right? I mean, it's not comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta
Bring
feel
it
that
out
all
muscle,
throughout,
you know what I
yeah.
mean?
Right.
So what I'm saying to you and to the others, you're a creature of habit and you're comfortable. Well, and Steve is going to tweak you around and you don't feel comfortable, but you look better. So what
But
do you
after
need to
a while,
do?
if you practice 45 minutes,
Yeah.
you will feel comfortable, and you'll know that feeling that uncomfortable feeling, you'll know you're in the right position.
Okay, how do you show your legs in the front of your legs? Okay. Hold it. See, a lot of people, they will squeeze like maniacs, and within like 10-15 seconds, they will lose control over the quads. So, this is good, but I'm watching. You start losing it, right? So, that's the muscle that you don't squeeze like a maniac. You tilt the hips, knees out, and
Just by bowing your legs, everything should flare out.
yeah. And for that, this is a say, relax, flex. Relax, flex. You know, just the legs. That's the practice area. And relax. You know, and then find the least amount of contraction you need to have the separation. If you try to squeeze more, I guarantee you're gonna start losing it. And then Steve is gonna compare you second, third time.
Right.
And you'll start holding water because you're nervous.
Yeah, you lose energy too.
Yeah, and nerves.
Okay.
Trying too hard. You up there, I know I have it. I know I look at everything's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Now do the most muscular.
One week and finish. This way we don't have pose down.
Yeah. When you guys go for the overall, you can.
Okay, this is no good. No good. Stand up. Just hit the most muscular standing up.
Just like this?
Right.
Okay.
Squeeze your abdominals. Roll your traps. That looks so much better. Now do it the way you were doing before. He hides half his body. You can't see any. All you see is biceps and chest. The other way, if he's in shape, you'll see great abdominals. You'll see the V taper. Everything looks great. This is if you're playing around in the pose down and you just want to do something different. But to show your body to the best of its ability, that's the way to hit it. Roll the traps so you get them. There you go. Hit those abs. Flex those arms. Legs are in good position. Everything's in good position. A lot of guys, I know they do this, but that doesn't look bad as long as you're up. But to me, that's the best way to hit it.
Yeah. So you see, chest is the muscle that if you, the harder you squeeze, the better it's going to get focus on striations. So what I would tell, most of the, practice that wave. You go from all the way up, down all the way up. So if you get that and you control over it, then you're going to be able to hit it in the most muscular pose. For whatever reason, when a lot of people they don't have it nowadays, right? Cross striations.
Conditioning.
Conditioning, and they don't have that
And
control.
here's another thing too, standing in the lineup. Also, when you're standing in the lineup, let's say we called out top 5 or the next 5, and you're standing in the lineup, we're looking at you. You see how he's standing? You shouldn't stand like that. For the simple fact that he's got his stomach sticking out and he's breathing, just stand like this. Put your hands in front of your stomach, flex your chest a little bit, just a little, and squeeze your legs just a little bit. And the judge will take notice of who's my next call out. That guy looks pretty good. But if he's standing like this, usually you're not looking to your best ability.
Okay, and I heard this also from Steve back in the day. First call out is there. He already scanned it, but he's looking for the other guys who's going to be a second call out.
And sometimes that second call out could jump to the first call out.
Yeah.
Like the first call out, a couple of the guys were not impressive. They'll go back and look for somebody else to bring up. And standing in the lineup like that, you're relaxed, but you're still posing.
Yeah.
Once you're on that stage, you should never be relaxed. Never. You should always be showing yourself.
Oh yeah. Okay, so that's the thumbnail. There is no relaxing on the stage. At no moment you
No.
should relax.
Once you're in the judge's sight, you should always be on.
Yeah.
Backstage, you can let your stomach hang and do whatever you want.
Side chest.
Do the upshot.
Upshot. Oh, you always
Yeah,
argue
yeah,
over
yeah.
vacuum over.
I
Yeah.
don't believe vacuum.
You don't believe in vacuum, I know.
This leg should come to me a little more. You're liking it. Roll that leg out. A little more. Now go to the abdominal pose. You see how you crunched in? Crunch out. Lay back like you're on an incline bench. Now come down on your abs. Bring your lower abs and your upper abs together. Like that. See how much better that looks than crunching down? You can see his lats. Take your hands I put them behind your ears a little bit to pop your lats out. See the difference with that? Just little things that make a big difference. Now a guy next to him who looks the same way, just got his hands all the way up, he's gonna beat him in that pose, and he's probably maybe not even better than him.
Yeah. For example, Flex Wheeler, and I'm going to say that way, I love Flex. When he would do the ab shot, there was no lats. It was straight up and down, right? So he would stand next to Dorian. He has, so Flex would have better abs, and you could beat him, but he doesn't because he didn't pay attention to everything. Lats to waist ratio also matters, and Steve just told you. So pop the lats out in an ab shot. And as far as
Way
that,
back, right? Incline bench. There you go.
yeah. And then
Then squeeze your ab up and lower. See it?
I feel it.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel it.
You want to come now? Yeah.
But again, these two guys are the only ones that paid for the seminar, so they can ask questions.
You want me to stay up here or?
Can if you want to. Too tight.
Yeah, you can have a confidence because he's coming. You came unprepared. He has opposing strengths. You have a.
You know shoulder ball?
Not at this.
What are you doing here?
That means you didn't.
Okay. That's very good. That's a good side chest. Your shoulders in your pec, arms down just a little bit, right towards your waist so you can see a little bit of your. But if you're in shape, you'll see some striations and a little bit of abs. So put your hands down a little and you see how much smaller you. Like if you were in shape, just hit it from here, right from here.
Right there? Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, all that definition will
yes,
show you.
yes. Yeah, and you just have to relax. Listen up. You're in a tight hold. Relax. Chest up. Chest up. Take that leg, turn this over high. Chest up high. This shoulder is there you go.
I can't be this silent.
See it? Perfect.
That depends.
Okay.
This is Mr. Olympia. Mr. Olympia, I have a question.
I was thinking of one side chest. Do you prefer people flexing their obliques or rib cage up? Or it all depends on
That
shape?
body. It depends on how good those. If your abs are crazy, show them. If they're okay, don't.
Like when I see Urge does his side chest, it's all,
He's peeled.
yeah.
He's peeled.
Robbie Robinson had this intercostal.
He just did this. Yes. You guys good?
Yeah, let's spread from the front and back. Okay.
He's a good poser, actually. He really is. And he's a ball. You gotta relax. You're too tight. Take your hands down. Look,
You
put your
have
hands
that
up for a minute.
sense of
Just relax. Stay like
but
using your body.
aspirations and muscles.
Remember the same thing we did before. Open up your lats. Open your lats. Shoulders back.
Way more practice.
Shoulders back. Now put your hands on your waist. See how much better that looks already just by being relaxed? See the difference in the mirror? Feel the difference? Okay. Back lat spread. Big chest.
Yeah. A bit more?
You want to go forward a little bit.
Always like that.
Side try. Oh, yeah. You guys want to see that?
Off-season side tricep.
Don't die. And I'll talk to somebody you're out of shape. I'm not you look good. Good. For out of shape, you know, you guys look good. You know what I mean? Whole season, I shouldn't say out of shape. Donald's and thighs. This will be fun.
I think it's too nice.
Favorite, most muscular. You got a hernia, you know that.